Everybody's talking about the Bunkhouse Brawl on February the 25th at the NTC in Burton. You know, 2 weeks ago, I put my title on the line against the big Russian monster, won that match. I'm celebrating with the great people here at the bridge. And then all of a sudden, the franchise, he decides he wants to make a statement at my expense. He wants to drop me with the super kick, and he wants to make a groundbreaking announcement that he's getting a title shot for the MWO Championship at the Bunkhouse Brawl. That comes an hour and a half after his best friend, David Gray, announces himself as the new CEO. And isn't it ironic? Both of them aren't here this week. You know why?
Why?
Do you know why they're not here? Because they know that if they were to come here this week, I had a big can. I can't say what's in it.
No.
I got a big cup for them, and it starts with my foot down their throats. So I know they're going to be watching this because we're taping Showdown this week. So I know they're going to watch this. So Christian and Damon, you guys may be in cahoots, but make no mistake about it. At the Bunkhouse Brawl, when you do finally show up, I'm not leaving NTC without my Michigan Wrestling Organization Championship.
And that is how Scientology saved my life.
Well, we're certainly glad to hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MWO Showdown, your official source for all the news, action, and information in and around the Michigan Wrestling Organization. Along with Uncle Hector, I'm your old buddy Hal. We thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching this particular episode of MWO Showdown. Hector, we gotta talk about the Bunkhouse Brawl. We've been talking about it all throughout the course of this episode. You okay?
I'll be fine.
Okay, all right.
I hate you, package!
It'll be okay. I'm sure he will get his.
Somebody needs to beat the package, Hal.
Well, I'm certain it's going to happen. I'm certain it is, ladies and gentlemen. But let's talk about the Bunkhouse Brawl one more time. It will be Saturday, February the 25th at the NTC Church in Burton, Michigan. 6:30 p.m. bell time. $5 at the door. All proceeds from ticket sales will benefit the family of Josh Peelman, who is anxiously anticipating his opportunity to get a new lease on life, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, he needs a kidney transplant, and the MWO is going to do whatever it can to help him in that particular avenue right there. Our thoughts and prayers are certainly with him and his family at this time. But Hector, you talk about all the great action that is scheduled for the Bunkhouse Brawl. Of course, the MWO Tag Team Championship will be on the line when Dead X puts his titles on the line against the Archer Born Villains. Of course, the big invitational battle royal itself. Over 25 MWO superstars will be involved in this. Every man for himself format. But let's talk about the big one. The Michigan Wrestling Organization Championship will be on the line when Jason the Basher Clouse puts the title on the line against former champion, the franchise Christian Clayton. Very controversial superstar here as of late. Was once one of the most popular, but his lure of championship gold has made him turn his back on all of his longtime fans, and he is certainly not in the good graces of our fan base.
No, not anymore. He quit caring about that a while ago, Hal. But, see, Clayton getting a title shot, that seems pretty fishy with his best friend being the CEO.
Certainly is, and as you've seen at the top of this segment, ladies and gentlemen, one man that took some exception to the fact that both Clayton and CEO Damon Gray were not in attendance at our last live event at the Bridge in Flint, Michigan was, of course, Jason the Basher Clouse. He called him out on it, more or less. And in retaliation, Mr. Gray ordered that Clouse would defend his championship against Jack Price, who also has a huge issue with the franchise. You gotta believe it's a little more than a coincidence.
It's gotta be a coincidence, but you know, like it or not, Jack Price has a very similar style to Christian Clayton, and this is a good warm-up for the Basher.
It certainly was, ladies and gentlemen, and we will pick up the action in progress here momentarily, but you go back to Clouse versus Clayton at the Bunkhouse Brawl, two contrasting styles here. The MWO Championship will be on the line. This title has become synonymous with both of these individuals, and Clayton fired the first shot, several weeks ago when he super kicked the Basher. No one's seen it coming. Revealed to the world that the Cody Leedy, our commissioner, has granted him his rematch clause, and it will happen at the Bunkhouse Brawl. Now, this will not be the first time that the Basher and Clayton have gone one-on-one, but you got to believe that this will be more emotional than any of their previous encounters.
I mean, it will be. There's a whole lot more going on now. I mean, you got his buddy being CEO. You got Basher feeling like his back's up against the wall against all these shenanigans and tomfoolery of all these people who don't like him for whatever reason, Hal.
Right, and you know, ladies and gentlemen, that whenever anybody's back is up against the wall, they will do anything to fight their way out of it. And you gotta believe that on February the 25th, Jason the Basher Clouse may break more than a rule or two in order to hold on to that MWO Championship, because he would like nothing more than to go on to WrestleRama 18 to defend that championship against the winner of the Bunkhouse Brawl. But you gotta believe that Clayton is a man possessed at this point. He will do anything it takes to regain the MWO title. It certainly is going to be a stellar contest on February the 25th at the NTC Church.
It will be a stellar contest, as you say, Hal, but hey, I got to put my money on the Basher. If anybody could fight this possessed Clayton, it's the Basher. That way, at WrestleRama, it could be the Basher versus Hector for the MWO title.
That would be something, ladies and gentlemen. It would be certainly a main event worthy contest if our own Uncle Hector was to win the Bunkhouse Brawl and get a shot at the MWO Championship. Right now, we're going to go to the Bridge in Flint, Michigan, our home arena for the Michigan Wrestling Organization. Pick this matchup in progress. It is our main event this week. MWO Champion Jason the Basher Clouse against one of the fastest rising superstars in this organization, the one and only Jack Price.
Well, let me get my Team Greatness card out.
Pressure going up.
Look at me! Oh!
Price kicks up with authority. Landing from Basher. Uh-oh. This does not look good. No.
Do not check Basher! Come on! There we go! Don't let him up! I'm not, he ain't getting the... Yeah!
However,
Come on, Basher!
at this point, here.
No, come on back! No.
I'm going to Bunkhouse, Brian!
No, or is he saying ow?
You say ah!
Say it out.
You say ah! I'm going to Bunkhouse! I'm going to meet Clayton!
This is going to Bunkhouse.
Huh?
But you're not going as the champ.
I'm going to... Whoa! Whoa!
Price is on the big right.
a break. Taking a break. Taking a break. I ain't gonna let him move. He ain't moving. Come on, Badger. Push him. Push him.
The break he was looking for.
About to take a break. Stop!
Basher trash. In stereo.
It was 2, 1, 2, 3. Come on! Come on! Get up! Get him, Basher.
I think he got all of that.
Come on!
Reversal.
Jump, Basher!
Picking the mix up again. That was definitely innovative. Yes. It's very powerful too. But yes. Body to body. I think
Come on, back.
he's thinking the same thing. Jack Frost is having
Come on, back! Come on!
Jack crawling around looking for a finish.
Come on! Oh!
Gets him up. Basher blocks it. Basher. Gotta do it. That's it.
So I am supporting Uga and running for president in 2012, Hal.
Well, I'll tell you, at this point, it could be anybody's ball game in that particular avenue. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MWO Showdown. There you see a hard-fought title defense by Jason the Basher Clouse. I'll tell you what, Jack Price, every time he gets an opportunity at the MWO Championship, he gets closer and closer to winning that gold.
This could be his year, Hal. I got my team great. I actually lost it. I hope I don't get pulled over by the great police. But team greatness, this is going to be their year, Hal. You just watch.
The stock is the stock is rising for Jack Price, and he will be one of the almost 25 superstars that will be involved in the big Bunkhouse Brawl Invitational Battle Royal. Now, the Basher, on the other hand, has his hands full on that particular night when he defends the MWO Championship against Clayton. It's going to be simply off the charts. Uncle Hector, this particular episode of Showdown, certainly one for the history books as we make our debut on ONTV. We thank you so much for watching.
I love being on ONTV. Another big shout out to Big Joe and Big Tim. Thank you for making this happen.
They have developed this for television. Of course, big thanks to Joe Johnson and Tim Williams for all their help to put MWO Showdown on ONTV. For all of us here at the MWO Studios and for Uncle Hector, I'm your old buddy Hal. We thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time right here on MWO Showdown.